Hey guys, welcome back to the iDrive Fulfillment YouTube channel, and today we're going to be talking about single facility 3PLs versus multi-facility 3PLs. So guys, when you're talking to a 3PL, one of the things to ask is how many warehouses do you have? How many facilities are operating, right? And where are they? Because this matters. And the reason it matters is if you're a large seller and you're doing quantity, you want to get your inventory as close to the customer as possible, especially with these high freight costs today. And you want to be able to deliver that to your customer with the least amount of miles traveled, right? Because that's going to keep your costs down. That's going to keep your system running efficient. It's going to give you that 1 day, 2 day delivery window that you really want. And that's why a lot of sellers are looking for the multi-facility fulfillment, right? So a company like us, right, iDrive Fulfillment, we got 8 different warehouses right now, and we're looking to expand that. But this will give a seller that ability to reach their customers much closer to where they live and to keep the costs down. Now, this is the main benefit of using a multi-facility strategy, is that you're able to split up this inventory, that you're able to deliver it to your customer's door, that you're able to get the average cost per shipping label down, right? But I don't want to tell you guys that it's all sunshine and rainbows and that you should go multi-facility every single time, because there is a place for single facility 3PLs, and that is sometimes when you have a specialized good or if you're not doing a lot of volume, right? A lot of people sit there and they're like, I want the multi 3PL. I want tons of buildings. I want to be able to deliver to my guys in New Jersey from Pennsylvania and the people from, California using my Utah facility. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to order volume. Because let's say, for example, I have 100 orders a month. If I was to split up that inventory, not only would I probably have to have more inventory to, fill both facilities, I will have to pay to truck it into 2 different places. I'm going to have to manage 2 different warehouses, 2 different staffs of people, right? I'm going to interact with different people at the different warehouses. Sometimes there's an intermediary you can work through, but when you're that small, a lot of times you'll be the one managing that relationship. You're going to be having to divide up those orders, choose where the splits happen. You're going to have to manage the quantity at both warehouses, not just one. So what ends up happening is you get some additional costs, you get some additional transportation, additional management, additional man hours, and sometimes the cost savings of using 2 warehouses or 3 warehouses or 4 warehouses is not really worth it for smaller sellers because of the additional time needed to manage that relationship. So for example, that seller I mentioned that's selling 100 items a month, they might want to use one 3PL because they might be able to manage that 3PL with maybe 5 or 6 hours in the whole month, right? But when they go to 2 facilities, now they got to double that. And that's now 12 hours that they're losing out of their workday to manage 2 facilities. That's more work, and that might require you to have to hire another person or to work longer hours. So a lot of times, one facility is fine for a smaller seller, especially if you have a pretty nice margin. Adding complexity works as you grow, and that's usually why I recommend a lot of sellers start out with a single 3PL, and then they work their way into other buildings. And this is one of the nice things about using a larger fulfillment company with multiple locations, is you can start in one location, then you can move to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? As your business grows, you don't have to jump right away to using 8 facilities, but you have that flexibility where when you use a smaller facility, once you get to a certain order volume, it's just going to make financial sense to make that jump. Like I said, it's fine to start off with a smaller 3PL with 1 or 2 buildings, but eventually as your business grows and you start shipping thousands of orders, it's going to make financial sense to divvy that inventory up a little more and get closer to those customers. So like I said, if you have something that's a little specialized, you want a little more hands-on, or you don't really want to pay the extra costs to manage multiple 3PLs or the time involved, single facility can be a great place to get started. I recommend it to a lot of smaller sellers. Single facilities are great. They can really, help you with your needs and get you started. And like I said, if you're starting to do a couple thousand orders a month, you really need the support of a larger network. Using multiple 3PLs can really help you cut down in cost by getting those goods as close as possible to your customers and allowing you to ship even faster. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you could do us a favor, give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, and you can be part of that journey. All you got to do is help us by sharing us with your friends and family. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next week on the iDrive Fulfillment YouTube channel.